What's good? How's everybody doing? Like, share, subscribe. Let's get it rocking. Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber are having troubles, and they're bad troubles, to the point where it's not only in the press, but they're even talking about divorce being on the table, allegedly. Again, this is alleged. You can check the article below. I gotta say something about the whole situation with their divorce. Then I want to get into the fact of the matter. Prior to that, before I talk about the divorce, let me talk about this real quick. Now, we're going to talk about how this article is talking about they're confused, or all type of confusion. Let's talk about it. Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. The next one is Acts 19:32. Some therefore cried one thing, and some another, for the assembly was confused, and the more part knew not wherefore they were come together. Okay, so when you're in these type of situations, you will get to a point where you just lose train of thought, and you're just in the midst of the fire and fuel, whether the emotions anger or happiness. This is what causes you to sin. This causes you to be drawn deeper into sin, and you got to depart from it. You got to make the wise decision to ask God to lead you. These are the times when you call on God and you need him. But the people who don't, like Justin, remember out of all the stars, what's happening? He's the only one saying he needs God, right? So if he's the only one saying that, he knows that that is a must in order for him to depart from whatever wicked situation he's dealing with. If he's dealing with wickedness at this level, he's going to have to really dig deep and find his ways in the chapter 9 and chapter 19. These are very essential in order for you to make it to the next level of being an essential follower and doing the things so that you're able to save your marriage, because you got married for a reason. You want to do this very seriously, and you and your wife need to sit down and read this book. If you and your wife don't follow God together, like together in unison, then you're going to have trouble. You guys aren't going to last, and it's going to be problematic in every situation. You need God in all forms or facets. And if people are together and said, "Oh, I did it without," then somehow you held on and God did it. Somehow it was God, period. At the end of it, you need him. And we're going to read on some of that stuff. But quickly, I just want to let you guys know that dealing with his situation, because they want to make it seem like, oh, it's so problematic. Why don't they just go get divorced? Go get divorced. Understand, when you get divorced once, God holds that against you very seriously. He first off, he's going to look to see who did the divorce and who did the bad. He's going to look to see that right away. That's all. And then the next thing, you got to find him again in order for you to get what you needed to make it to where you need to be, so you're safe. Understand, I'm going to get into detail by exactly telling you what it is we're doing and what we're going through. I'm going to tell you, but I got to warm you up to understand first. You know, the way that evil works, it messed up my venue to talk to you through the scriptures while I'm reading these stories, but it's okay. God's going to make a way for me to still do this so you guys can understand it, because we're going to still read and understand it, because I don't want to just say it. When I read the scripture, you'll get it, and I'll tell you, because I want you to understand something about us living and being in this world we're in. No matter how old you are, we're all dealing with this. We're all dealing with the same thing. And what you got to understand quickly, I'm just so antsy to tell you what, I'll just give you a sneak preview. I'm so antsy to tell you. Here's the thing you need to understand. All right, here's what you got to get, period. You have a mission, right? You have something to do for God. You have to accomplish it in this life while you're alive, okay? And then when you leave, it's going to just assist you that much more and be that much more valuable to you. There's something you're going to do. It's not just raising your kid. It's not just doing your responsibility. It's something God has planned for you, whether it's to do something for another person, whether it's to do certain works. These works don't get you into heaven, but they're essential for building your catalog. Okay, see it like this. Your work performance. The performance isn't measured off of your duty on that project or this project. It's measured off of your overall capacity to get work done and to do it efficiently, right? So just like that, you have a duty by God here on this earth. God's not grading you on, basically he's making sure Did you trust me by doing it? Did you keep the faith in me? It's about Hebrews 11:1 and going through Philippians 4:13. It's not like here on earth. It's about faith and belief in the almighty most high God, Jesus Christ. That's all it's about. Trust me. That's what it's about, okay? We're going to get to that and I'm going to prove that to you. That's everything it's about. Trust me. That's what people say. What am I here for? You're here for that. Because after you leave this earth, that's when the real battle begins, okay? I'm going to explain that. I'm going to read that to you in scripture. Understand that. You're here for a reason. God is here, has you here because you're of value to God. So if you're breathing, you're listening to me do this. You're here of value for God, okay? You have a mission for God and you serving him in honesty and truth, he's going to lead you to him and understand the item or what it is you have to do to finish your mission for God here on this plane of existence. And then when you leave this earth, you will be with your Father doing your duties in your full armor and garment. That is when you do these scriptures and what they say and maintain your faith. Hebrews 11:1, Philippians 4:13, and you carry that till the day you die into the very end of it, to the very end. Stand with the truth and the faith in the whole book of Ephesians till the very end. Okay. That is what it's about. I'm going to get into that deep explanation. I got it. I want to go verse by verse because not just that, we got to hit Romans. I could bring every book in and show you where every book fits. It's that easy. Like, that's the thing. Well, not that it's easy, but when you really read and read for real, God shows you and he lets you understand what it is you have to do. And I want to make sure you all understand that because this is what you all must do and teach your children so that your children can make it into the kingdom, right? You want your kids to be in a good place. You don't want them to be in a bad place, right? So this is what you got to understand so that you're able to do it. And I'm going to explain this to you so you guys got it. You know how I rock. All rights reserved.